welcome to the David M. McCarthy Memorial Ice Arena, downtown Batavia, New York. The Mcquaid Jesuit Knights in town to take on BND United. And if you're watching at home right now, we got, who knows what's going on. I think we have some technical difficulties, but hopefully we're going to try to get it sorted out. We got a lot of cameras in the building tonight. Mcquaid has two different broadcast networks here, if you will. And I know the weather outside might be playing a factor, but in any event, our executive producer, Spencer White, tells me that we are good to go right now, so we're just waiting the national anthems. I'm Steve Pies alongside producer Spencer White, and you'll notice my color man, Eric Trifthauser, unfortunately cannot be here today. He's got some family obligations. His dad, Roger's, in town as well, too. So going to go a little solo up here in the booth with Spencer manning the controls. So BND coming in. This is a tough one for them. We've had some cancellations due to weather, but they have lost 5 straight games, and I know that doesn't sit well with that locker room, the coaching staff, and a lot of people involved with the organization. Mcquaid comes into this one 5-5-1, and BND comes in 4-9, which were once 4-4, and we're going to head down to the ice now for the national anthem. So welcome back here. Getting ready to start the first period. So Mcquaid has a pretty big roster here, and I got to be honest with you, I don't have a number, I don't have a name for the goaltender, number 30 in the pipes today for the Mcquaid Jesuit Knights. But I do know Blake Laney will get the nod for the home squad today, and I want to start out by wishing Blake Laney a very happy 17th birthday, as it's Blake Laney's birthday today. Before we get started here, they're making some adjustments down to the BND net. Looks like there's a hole in it, so they're going to sew it up. Maybe Spencer White can help me find out who the goalie is for Mcquaid at some point. I can probably ask some of the other camera people over there as well, too. Yeah, Spence, looking for number 30 for his name. The main goaltender for the Jesuit Knights is Israel Johnson with a .869 save percentage. And then Caleb Bolster, number 29, but I don't have the number for 30. But I got numbers for everyone else here. We're about to, it's cold outside, but it's going to heat up in here real quick. B&D looking to find something after a 5-game losing streak, and nothing better than to beat a decent squad here at home with Mcquaid. So here we are underway. Champ going to throw it down into the zone, and Duckworth behind his own net, watched by Stevens. Stevens back down low for Champ. B&D trying to assert the forecheck early, and Stevens walks right out in front, and I think the net came off the moorings, and it did just a slow face off will remain here in the Mcquaid zone. Mcquaid plays Class A. They're in the independent division alongside BND, who's Class B, also in an independent division as well. And now Duckworth from Mcquaid behind his own net, gonna go D to Batoni, but Stevens, good read on that, trying to keep it in. Now Staley gonna step up, but it comes outside the line. Over the line now is Amborski, but it's stolen there by Bullholtz. Nice stretch there for Veely. No icing, I believe he touched it, so the goaltender gonna sauce it up the middle and intercept it in the neutral zone immediately there by Scheidt. Scheidt gonna chip and chase now on the wall and kept in by Barnes. Barnes gonna throw it down low, and Batoni first man there, little pile up, but BND gonna gain possession, gonna throw it right out in front, intercepted by Zissis. Nico Zissis in his own end gonna get that one out. That misses everybody, and that one's gonna come back 200 feet on the icing. So yeah, if you've just joined us, my color man and partner Eric Trifthauser couldn't be with us tonight, so I'm solo up in the booth with Spencer White, our producer, and 16 minutes to go, opening period, and a pretty fast start here by both teams. BND trying to find a little magic here, after you're in a losing streak, and I guess you got some things to sort out in that locker room, but a W here today would certainly start that. But over the line now, number 17 gonna reverse it there, and right, that one goes wide of the cage. Kept in by the Knights. Gonna try to sauce it out in front, looking for Roger. Roger now gonna throw it down deep. That one intercepted by Barnes, and Barnes just gonna chip it out. That one's gonna go the length of the ice, and that one will come back into the B&D zone. So Blake Laney, birthday boy today, turned 17, and he's really had he's really been strong for the first part of the season. B&D losing so many competitive seniors, 11 to be exact, and they needed someone to rely on in the cage, and he has been that guy. They got to 4-4, but some struggles within for the last 5, so this team definitely needs to play in front of him today. And kept in by Mcquaid now, taken down low there. That's number 12, Kuhn. That one goes wide of the cage, and Connor Edgecombe on the wall there, and intercepted by number 21, Van Hook. Going to throw it back down low. Nice intercept there, and B&D going to get it out to center, trying to get it in the zone, and Stevens going to throw that one down low, delayed off sides, and taken there by Kuhn. Caden Kuhn finds there number 28. That's Vasily. Intercepted by BND. Grice with a little bit of speed, trying to get over the line, and good stick check there by Fusili. Once again, he'll throw it in the BND zone, and Mcquaid, he'll make a player change there. Now Veely steps in Edgecombe. Connor Edgecombe, I had the opportunity to get to know him at the Roco organization with Coach Chris Fennessy. Great kid, plays a little physical game, and has a lot of fun playing the game as well. Now Staley going to rim it. That one missed everybody, and that one's going to come back 200 feet again. So 14-22 opening frame, 0-0 Mcquaid Jesuit Knights, B&D United. Mcquaid always been a powerhouse in Section 5. At 5-5-1, they may be doing a little bit of rebuilding. I haven't followed them much all year long. I know they play Class A independent, and they're going to keep it in here on the wall, and B&D going to try to get it out. They will. Taken back in his own zone. That's Gavin Whalen. Whalen now up on the wall, looking for number 14. That's Mayer. Now taken in there by Bernard, and Evan Patrick going to win that one around, but kept in by Mcquaid. At the line, and an errant pass there, intercepted by B&D, and here they come. Patrick over the line. He's 1-on-4. He'll chip it in and go to the bench for a change, and Mcquaid in their own end. Taken there by Bernard. Noah Bernard over the line. Bernard trying to walk one, and Laney goes right. It goes right to Laney, and Bernard crashed the net. And little meeting of the minds in front of the net there. Looked like he kind of overexerted himself a little bit. He kind of stopped right in the blue paint, and Maggio Bullholtz right there to say, hey, that's my goaltender, and they're going to bring the face-off all the way down, and I'll tell you what else they're going to do. They're going to give him a penalty, and I don't blame him. Noah Bernard, a little over-exuberant there in the B&D paint, so big power play coming up here for B&D. 13:39 to go first period. Staley on the draw here. You don't see that against Miller, and Miller wins that one and taken out of the zone, and it'll come all the way down. Got to be careful here. Little race here with Roger. Roger and Stevens go to the wall, and the captain, Will Stevens, comes away with that one. Stevens now skating it up the line. Watched there by Roger. Stevens gains the entry. Stevens now going to leave it for Veely. Veely going to throw it down low, looking for Buchholz. Buchholz watched by his man. That's number 4, Duckworth. Now Champ comes in for help. Champ down low. Champ going to get it on the wall for Staley. Back for Champ. Back for Staley. Staley, oh, that one missed him, and he just couldn't handle it, so he'll come back outside the line, and BND looking to regroup on an entry. There's a little sauce for Stevens, and Stevens with a nice play. Watched there by Naparowski, and goes right to the cage, and the goaltender, like I said, I don't have his name yet. I apologize for that. But here they come short-handed, Mcquaid, that is. That's Roger over the line. He's 1-on-3. Roger going to get a little spray there to Laney, who's been busy in the crease here right now. He'll have to hang on for a face-off. 1:06 left in the BND power play. 12:45 in the first. We're still scoreless. Cold outside. The sun is out, but fans starting to pile in here. And always a spirited contest when Mcquaid is in town, being the strong hockey school that they've been for so many years, and all sports for that matter. Now taken there, shorthanded on the line. That's Mayer. Mayer going to cross it for number 6, Batoni. Batoni throws that one wide of the cage, and stepping up to keep that one in is Merriman. Merriman watched by Veely, and Veely going to get it out the center, and Mcquaid just going to take their time in their own end. Now Grice goes down there, and Mcquaid going to go D to D down low. Now Hoisington steps up, trying to keep it in. He can't do it, so that one comes back outside the line, and got to be careful here, because here's Mcquaid shorthanded. That's Zissis. Nico Zissis down low and intercepted there by Hoisington. 23 to go in the power play, and BND just kind of all over the place on this one. No established entry, and now Beachel throws that one down deep, and he'll go to the bench for a change. 13 seconds to go in the power play, and Mcquaid again, once again, just going to ice it. And first man down there right now is Mayer. Mayer, wow, he had to duck down from Staley. Made him miss, but now Staley takes control, and that'll do it. Team's back to even strength, and now Staley in his own zone. Gains the red line and going to throw it right on the cage, and that one deflected high and out of play. So face-off will remain in the Mcquaid zone. Zero, 11:28 to go here, first period. The David M. McCarthy Memorial Ice Arena. BND taking on the Mcquaid Jesuit Knights. Face-off in the Mcquaid zone. Will Stevens on the draw with Miller, won by Miller. Now Facili gets it around the boards, and Maggio Buchholz just stepped into his man, and here comes Mcquaid over the line. Taken there by Roger. Roger going to throw it towards the cage, and finishing his check. I take it back, that's Thomas Sellis. Now Stevens trying to get it out, but that hit a errant pass on the boards, I should say. And now kept in once again by Facili, run into by his man, and now Stevens goes down low with number 17, that's Miller. And BND looking for the stretch, not there, and first man back, number 28, Gianni Facili. Now Facili in his own end, looking to gain the blue line, he will. Facili gains center, throws it into the B&D zone. First man back is Hoisington. Hoisington stepped into by his man, that's Whalen. Now B&D looking to break out, they will with Grice. Stevens looking to gain possession, but can't get there. And taken again by Hoisington. Hoisington going to throw it back down low. First man back there from Mcquaid is Mayer. Mayer watched by Veely. Veely going to gain possession, but intercepted by Mcquaid again, and they'll get it out. No icing, I don't think so. Nope, I take it back. They're going to call icing. I thought it might have been a tip on that. So teams trying to feel each other out right now. B&D's had a couple good scoring looks, but Mcquaid with a great penalty kill here early in this one. But we are still scoreless, and not a lot of offensive threats for the most part right now. A lot of just skating in the neutral zone and trying to get it deep and gain possession. Now on the draw here, B&D looking to gain possession. Veely trying to throw it down low. Watched by his man, Mayer. Taken there by number 5. That's Naparowski for Mayer. Mayer now there's the stretch. That one hit a leg, and Joe Barnes trying to backhand it out. Got to be careful here, and Barnes will chip it to safety and taken there by Naparowski. He'll throw it back down deep. Goes into the zone. Lucas Hoisington does a little shoulder check, finds Grice. Kept in there at the line by Naparowski, but comes over the line. And now BND going to regroup in their own end. Barnes. Barnes now going to go to his partner Hoisington. Hoisington now gets it up to the neutral zone. That one intercepted by Naparowski. Trying to get it back in the BND zone. Crosses the line, and Joe Barnes going to flip it out again. And now BND gains possession. That's Zissis. But now comes back out of the zone. I think that one went out of play. Might have hit the Mcquaid bench here. So, like I said, little chess match here right now. And I said earlier in the opening, if you're watching at home, we're not really sure about the quality of the picture or the sound. Like I said, a lot of cameras in the building today, a lot of production crews in the building today, and who knows what the weather's doing. But we hope you're enjoying this on the Varsity Media Network. Mcquaid in town, 0-0. Still in the first period, 9:12 to go, and they'll throw it into the zone, and Staley just going to chip it to the neutral zone, but that one hit a leg, and now Motika for Staley. Staley going to slow it down, gives it to Wider back to Staley. Staley kind of the quarterback there on the blue line, looking for the stretch for Patrick. That one intercepted by Duckworth. Now Duckworth in his own end. Duckworth going to get it up on the wall there for Bernard. Bernard, little rub out by Patrick. Comes to the neutral zone again, and B&D in transition with Motika. Going to throw it down low. He'll go to the bench for a change. Wholesale forward change right now coming up for B&D. Taken there by Merriman. Merriman in his own zone, lost possession. Here we go, right, Stevens, where is it? Oh, big pad save, rebound again. B&D all over it. Kate Champ now down low. Huge save by the Mcquaid goaltender. And trying to cross it there, and that one intercepted there by Bernard. Bernard and Hoisington. Now Stevens again. Duckworth going to run into him. Mcquaid trying to get it out. Stevens putting on the heat. Going to throw that one down low in the corner. B&D, nice forecheck here. They'll throw it down low and taken there finally by Mayer, and he'll get it. That's a penalty in the NHL, I believe, but not in high school hockey. So face-off will remain in the Mcquaid zone. 8:03 to go, period one, 0-0. Great opportunity for Will Stevens there. Kind of picked the pocket of the Mcquaid defenseman, went in, and the goaltender, I'll get his name for you after this period for sure, but goaltender made a great pad save. That one comes out over the line. Hoisington tripped over the red line. Got to be careful here. And Barnes immediately puts that to safety. Now Grice going to chip it out. And first man back for Mcquaid is Whalen. Whalen in his own zone. Whalen with speed. Now Whalen gains the blue line, gains center. Whalen now looking for his man. That's number 3, Roger. Intercepted, but Whalen going to come up with it down low. And now Roger again. Roger looking for the cycle. Roger trying to get to the blue paint. Oh, my. And big blocker saved by Laney. Now throwing it down low. Mcquaid putting on the heat. That's Starr. Starr down there with Miller. B&D going to get it out. They will. Here's one-on-one. Preston Veely. Preston Veely, oh, nice defensive play there and intercepted immediately by Roger. Again, he'll slow it down in his own zone. B&D making changes. Now finds his man. That's number 11, Starr. Reed Starr over the line. Starr trying to get it deep. That one comes back out over the line, so Whalen going to throw that one back down low to Miller. Now Miller, number 17, watched by the captain, Will Stevens. Crosses that one to nobody, so now Dominic Veely intercepts. Staley goes D to D with Buchholz back for Staley. Staley in his own end, looking for an entry. Staley makes one man miss. Staley gains center, now over the line. Luke Staley going to lower the shoulder, going to drop it back. Nice drop pass. Where is it? Oh, right in the blue paint, and almost getting his stick on that was Shamp. Right out in front again for Veely. And penalty coming up here to Mcquaid. So B&D really getting more offensive looks here as of late, and they're going to go on the power play again and going to get the gate. Wyatt Miller, 2 minutes for, looks like a slash. So James Patrick, father of Evan Patrick, going to get acquainted with number 17, Wyatt Miller, in the penalty box for 2 minutes. And here comes the B&D power play again, looking to be a little more successful than their first one. So on the draw here, Shamp now down low. Going to leave it there. Comes out the blue paint, but here comes Mcquaid again. Going to get it right out, but a pass right to Veely. Now Veely throws it for Stevens. Got to be careful here. Oh, that one just missed by Mayer. And taken there by Facili. Shamp finishes his check on him. He'll throw it back down deep. Looks like they're playing a little 1-3 right now. And BND looking to gain the entry, and they will. Over the line, Staley. He's got Pujols going to the net. And nice play by Fusilli, and he'll just rim it around, and Shamp can't keep it in. Comes back to center. Kate Shamp gave it away. Over the line here. Mcquaid short-handed. That one goes high and wide. Shot by Nico Zissis. And B&D got to be careful on the power play here. They're giving up a couple opportunities here in the transition. And Mcquaid just happy to throw that one back down the ice. 103 in the power play. 5:26 to go. Still scoreless first period. And now behind his own net, that's Stevens. And that one missed everybody, and that one's going to come back 200 feet. Can't tell if Will Stevens just went to the bubble. I thought he had a cage before, but looking like he's wearing the bubble right now, so it looked a little different. Face-off now in the B&D zone. They're still in the power play. 49 seconds left, looking to establish a little bit of possession here. And now Motika on the wall, gets it over, looking for Scheidt. That's intercepted again by Mcquaid, and they'll just chip it easily into the B&D zone. First man back is Barnes, but intercepted there by Tomasellis. And once again, B&D looking to get it out over the line. Motika, good back check there by Roger. Now taken here, B&D looking to get something going here, but Mcquaid just getting all the pucks, but kept in here. And B&D over the line. Wider going to throw that one to the cage, but that one hit a leg and taken there by number 5, Danny Naparowski. He'll throw it down low. Laney going to leave it there. 4 seconds left. Power play to B&D, and that'll even things up. And that one chipped down low. Will Stevens looking to make a play here. Stevens looking for help, but comes back out to the neutral zone where Veely, that one intercepted again. Got to be careful. Zissis over the line and knocks that one down with a high stick, but taken by Shamp. Shamp with speed. Shamp gains the line. Shamp over the line. Shamp trying to make one man miss and going to be held onto by the Mcquaid goaltender. So face off coming up in the Mcquaid zone with 4:05 to go. And we now have another Hoisington out there. I don't even know what grade he's in, but looks like number 81, Hoisington, getting his first shift out there. And taking over the line, where is it? And Shamp. Now Buchholz trying to step up on Edgecombe. Will Stevens down low. He's got Shamp in front. There's Hoisington buzzing around there as well, too. So coming back over the line here. That's Edgecombe. Edgecombe makes one man miss. A nice play by Hoisington to take the puck from Edgecombe. Now Edgecombe again down low, but Stevens gains possession. Got his stick caught in the boards there down low, and stepped right into there was number 12, Kuhn. And now, oh, look out, and Maggio Buchholz just wings it. That one goes into the B&D bench. So I believe that's Lucas Hoisington's little brother. 81 they're giving him, and that was his first shift, and I got to tell you, I kind of liked what I saw. Not afraid to put his nose in there. Tracking the puck. So face off now in the B&D zone. Comes out over the line. Grice trying to get it out. He will, but immediately taken there by Roger. Roger going to give it to Fusilli. Fusilli, little chip for Miller. That one goes wide of the B&D cage, and Buchholz going to rim it for Grice. Grice looking to get it out for Scheidt. They will, but again, taken there by number 22. That's Whalen. Whalen for Fusilli. Back to Whalen. Now Roger going to chip it in. Nice little play there. Kind of find it, but no. Wyatt Miller looking for that one. Nice intercept by Staley. Staley for D'Alba. That'll come out over the line. First man back, Roger. 2:50 to go, period one, and a scoreless between Mcquaid and B&D here. Over the line now, that's Miller again. Miller going to reverse it. Now Miller in the neutral zone. Going to throw that one right on Laney, and Laney going to hang on. So face off with 2:36 to go here, period one. I think B&D has to be, for a team I haven't watched Mcquaid much all year. 5-5-1 coming into this one. They're actually, they are, I believe, my numbers are correct. They're 5th in Class A in sectional standings, and BND is 7th in the Class B sectional standings. But all things considered, BND scoreless hanging around right now and really being a little more assertive on offense than Mcquaid is right now. So this one, the first one's going to be big in this one, I believe, because both teams, you know, trying to play really hard in front of their goaltender. Now Edge come down low. I told you earlier in the broadcast that he's a very physical player and gonna find it. Look out. That one came to the blue paint. Now taken there by number 4. That's Duckworth. Gonna throw it down low. B&D looking to find it in the blue paint. And smart play there just to get it out. I believe that was wider. Or I believe Joe Barnes actually. And that one unfortunately went over out of play into the bench. So faceoff will remain in the B&D zone with 1:59 here to go, period 1. Steve Pies alongside Spencer White here, downtown Batavia. Unfortunately, Eric Trifthauser, our very colorful color man, could not be here today. So Spencer and I up here in the broadcast booth, and there's a stretch, but that one's intercepted by Mcquaid. That's number 5, Naparowski. Now a little puck battle on the wall and taken there by B&D. Stevens, the captain, gains the line. Stevens over the blue line. He's 1-on-3, making one-man miss. Going to go down low, going to get it to Champ on the wall. Champ looking for Hoisington at the point. Hoisington, nobody in front. That one goes wide of the cage, and now Staley going to step up to keep it in. He will. Watched by his man, Amborski. Now Stevens again, little spinorama down low, makes one-man miss. He and Champ, little 2-on-2 puck battle behind the cage. 1:24 to go, period 1. Looks like Stevens watched by his man, Naparowski, and getting a little physical on the half wall. Hoisington out there once again, and he just drew a penalty, I believe. Yes, he did. So B&D going to have their 3rd power play of the period, and that was drawn there by Hoisington. Nice little job there on the half wall there, working hard, and going to keep earning a lot of ice time. You keep working hard like that. So with 1:09 to go, B&D gets their 3rd power play look, and kind of a lot to clean up right now in this one because the first 2, not a lot of possession time, not a lot of cycling, not a lot of good looks. So hopefully they can straighten some things out here late in the first. Trying to keep it in on the wall is Veely. He will. Throws it back down low for Champ. Champ losing that speed down low. Now Champ gonna cross it. That one came right out in front, and fortunately Mcquaid can intercept that, throw it down low. Got to be careful here. That's number 14, Mayer. Mayer going to lug the mail, if you will. Mayer going to stop and start, killing precious time up this power play. Mayer just coming out, watched by 3 people, and Bullholtz finally gains possession. 37 to go in the period. Staley now looking for, going to find his man. That's Bullholtz again. Maggio Bullholtz over the line. Bullholtz trying to make one-man miss. A nice play there by number 8. That's Toper. And he'll throw that one down. I take it back. That was number 6, Batoni. Now Staley, he got stepped into there over the line by Mayer. Got to be careful here. That's Batoni over the line. Batoni throws that one down, and I had Laney. I think Laney got his pad on that one. Kept in there by Mcquaid. 6 seconds to go. Once again, Batoni going to throw it down low, and that's probably going to do it for the period, and it will. So we will have an extendo power play coming in for period 2, 51 seconds on the power play when B&D returns for period 2. All in all, I'll try to get some shots on goal from Henry Mozicki, but scoreless here after 1. Hope you're enjoying this one at home on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for period 2.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
And welcome back, Batavia, downtown Batavia, New York, the David M. McCarthy Memorial Ice Arena. Scoreless after period one. Mcquaid Jesuit Knights in town, taking on your hometown BND United. Steve Pies alongside Spencer White, and unfortunately our color guy Eric Trifthauser couldn't be here today, but we're having a lot of fun up here in this one. Scoreless after one, and BND gonna come off of the first period extendo power play with 51 seconds left. Little housekeeping here. The goalie for Mcquaid, even though his number is 33 on the roster online, is actually wearing 30 today. I believe it's Ethan Galea, and if my numbers serve me correct, this would be his first start of the year. So doing a pretty good job right now, scoreless after one. And we have both Hoisington boys in the lineup today. So you have the sophomore Lucas Hoisington, who's been logging a ton of ice time, been regular shift, if you will, all year long. But little brother Arlo, the 8th grader, Arlo Hoisington, been in the game, getting his first few shifts, to my knowledge, with the varsity club, and he's looked pretty good out there. I'm sure his parents, Anthony and Meg, must be very proud. Anthony in the scorekeeper's box today, and Eric and I talk a lot about music sometimes on this show as well, and Anthony is an unbelievable guitarist and singer as well, too. So I'm sure it's great to see both of his boys out there today. So we are scoreless after one, and I would probably say B&D probably had a few more looks there, and they're going to get another one here. Power play, 51 seconds, getting ready to get underway, period two, and here we go. Controlled by Mcquaid in their own zone there. That's number 3, Roger. Roger going to go high glass, and that one spins down into the B&D zone where Buholtz goes to his partner there, Veely. Now Dom Veely behind his own net, going to slow it down. Veely going to leave it there for Champ. All right, take it back. That's Stevens. Now Will Stevens makes one man miss, makes two, ducks the shoulder, going to leave it there, but oh, nice play by Veely to keep it in. Little scrum on the wall, and got to be careful here. Here's Roger over the line. He's got someone coming with him right on, and Laney going to steer that one aside. Miller was going far to the far post as well too. So another opportunity here for Mcquaid, short-handed here, and now Miller in his own zone going to sling that one down, but the taken there by Staley. Staley now going to cross it for Stevens. There's the entry. Stevens goes down low. Will Stevens stops and starts, turns around. Now Stevens again, throws it behind the cage. Champ going to go to the wall there with Roger. Roger comes away with it. Roger, he's got a man also with him. That's Thomas Ellis. And that one intercepted by Staley. Looking to get it out of the line. Can't do it. Mcquaid going to keep it in. No, they won't. They're going to just slow it down here. And Roger going to give it back to their number 20. That's Merriman. And Mcquaid making changes back to full strength right now. That's icing. So that one going to come back down into the Mcquaid end with 15:38 to go, early second period. B&D currently at 4-9, looking to right the ship here today. And great opportunity to do it against a longtime rival, Mcquaid. Now Barnes going to step up. He's there with his man, Thomas Ellis. Thrown out over the line here. Intercepted there. Got to be careful. Oh, and Laney, big save there on Bernard. Remember that one. Comes out over the line here, Mcquaid. Man, Mayer going to make one man miss. Mayer over the line. Mayer to the slot. Being harassed there by Grice, but Mayer still has it. Going to get it out into the slot there, and backhand towards the cage. That one missed everybody. Now Grice going to go to the wall with his man Duckworth, and that one comes out over the line and retreats as Merriman in his own zone. Merriman finds his man Mayer. Mayer over the line, breakaway. Here we go. Oh, they hit the pipe. Rebound again. That was Thomas Sellis, just cranked it off the pipe. And now Barnes going to throw that one down, and that missed everybody and going to go back down into the zone. But Duckworth going to get there first before icing. Peter Thomas Sellis just cranked one off the pipe. Now Patrick in his own end, watched by Thomas Sellis. Thrown back down low, taken there by Duckworth. Duckworth going to give it to his partner Merriman. Merriman looking to skate it out. He will. Merriman gains center. Merriman over the line. Merriman going to throw that one. That one goes wide of the cage. And now Drew Beachel, watched by his man with number 10, Bernard. Beachel and Bernard go to the wall and now comes out over the blue line. And little scrum taken back into the BND zone where Staley takes over. Going to go D to D. Buchholz going to slow it down. Buchholz going to go back to Luke Staley. Staley, there's the stretch for Patrick. Little chip, and Patrick took a little stick up top from Whalen. Now the Knights looking to break it out again with Mayer. Gets it out over the line there for Bernard. Bernard gains the line, goes behind the cage. Going to throw it right out in front. Comes back to the point. That one hit a leg. B&D looking to get it out. They will. Skated back down. Icing going to be the call. Yes, it will. So 13:34 to go. So B&D, or Mcquaid, I should say, coming out hard here in period 2, cranking one off the post and trying to get some looks on the goaltender Blake Laney. So both goaltenders been pretty solid. There haven't been a ton of shots. I'm sorry I don't have the stats as Eric is usually here getting that for us. But face off in the B&D zone to the right of Blake Laney. Birthday boy Blake Laney today, I might add. Now Barnes going to rim it for Champ. Champ can't get it out. Kept in there by Mcquaid. That one goes wide of the cage. Edgecombe going to take over. Connor Edgecombe down low. Going to stop and start. Watch there by Wider. Edgecombe again going to lug the mail. Edgecombe looking to put it out in front. I couldn't tell if he was trying to bank it or not. Edgecombe still watching by Wider with using that big frame. He'll throw it back down low to number 12, Kuhn. Now stepped up by his D spot there is Whalen. B&D trying to get it out. They will. And that one also going to go the length of the ice and come back out. So sometimes, when you got nothing, the game of hockey is so much about possession now, but sometimes when you're under duress, it's never a bad play just to get it out and live to see another day. Even though the faceoff comes back down, you don't want to get cute sometimes, especially in a tight one like this. So faceoff once again in the B&D zone to the right of Laney. 12:59 here to go, period 1. They're going to cross it here, and Vasily, watched by D'Alba. Vasily going to throw it down low for Emborski. Oh, and Maggio Pujols just doing what he does best with that physicality, and that one goes up into the rafters, and face-off, I believe, will come back into the B&D zone. So B&D trying to figure some things out at this point of the season. They lost Ashton Fendler, senior, rest of the year, so that was kind of hurts on the depth chart there. You got some young kids stepping up here and trying to figure out an identity. At 4-4, they were kind of making some noise, but then really kind of dropped off a bit. So, where can your mindset be by the time sectionals come around? And games like this is where you get tested, and you want to see, who's going to earn the ice time at stages like this. So now Staley in his own zone. Going to make one man miss. Staley now going to get it out over the line. It will come out over the line. Taken there by number 15, Zissis. Now number 24 in his own zone. That's Mayer. Mayer watched by D'Alba. D'Alba going to intercept him. He's got no help, though, down low. Looking for reinforcements. Going to throw it out in front, looking for Motika. Now Vasily goes to the wall there. Now Buchholz going to step up. And there's Vasily again, running into by D'Alba. Vasily now, again, watched by Motika now. Jonah Motika going to be physical down low, and here comes D'Alba again. Getting physical down low. Evan Patrick looking to establish a forecheck. Comes back to Buchholz looking for a screen, and that one went wide. Staley going to keep it in on the far point. Throws it back down low for Patrick. That one intercepted by Mcquaid. That's Nico Zissis. He'll get it, and won't get it out. Kept in there by Buchholz. Now Motika going to throw it down low. Taken there by Mayer. Mayer, a little puck battle down low with Patrick. Here comes D'Alba. I take it that's Beachel coming in for help, but now Mcquaid going to break it out of their own end. That's Roger. Roger gains the BND line. Roger over the line. Roger now going to circle back, goes back to the point. Roger going to step right in, and Laney saw that one all the way. And B&D just going to smack it right out there again, but that one is going to go wide and going to come back. So 11:02 now to go, and Zeros on the board right now. Who's gonna strike first in this one? Both goalies standing to the test when they are tested. Goalie's best friend, the goalpost, helped out Blake Laney a few minutes ago. So face-off once again in the B&D zone. And controlled there by Mcquaid, right on. Laney, pad save, and Hoisington now going to ease it down the ice again. And again, we're going to come back. So I just had the opportunity, I want to talk a little bit about some of the alumni. I just had the opportunity to come back from New Hampshire, where two B&D former alumni, my son Sammy Pies and Jake Hutchins, playing junior A hockey in New Hampshire for the New Hampshire Avalanche, watching the next level, if you will. Been fun here, the culture that's created with the B&D pipeline now. You've seen kids go juniors, and I'm going to talk about our former captain, Jameson Motika, in a second here, too, with his junior path out in Columbus, Ohio. But before we get to that, another icing coming back. So Jameson Motika, last year's captain on this B&D team, and just really the heart and soul of the team. Also was on a junior path and had a devastating ankle injury late in the summer. Just, kind of a freakish type of thing that happened that really set him back. And I'm happy to report that after a lot of rehab and a lot of hard work and a lot of passion and drive, he is also living the junior life in Columbus, Ohio right now in the USPHL. So wishing all those alumni all the best at the next level. And Jameson, very proud of the way you got back the way you did. So here we go again, right on Laney, rebound, where is it? That one goes wide. And now Mcquaid putting on the heat down low, getting physical. And that one goes out of play and into the Mcquaid bench. So face-off will remain in the B&D zone. 10-13 here to go, period 2, and a scoreless 0-0 game. And Arlo Hoisington coming back out of here again. I'll tell you what, a little smaller in stature. He's in 8th grade. But the shifts he's been out here today, he's played pretty big. I'm going to be honest with you. Drew a penalty and going to watch his edge work here on this particular shift. Now Mcquaid circling down low. That's Roger. Roger going to throw it to the point there. That's number 15, Zissis. That one didn't get through, and Champ going to intercept, looking for Hoisington. Arlo Hoisington on the wall, kept in by Mcquaid. That's Roger going to glove it down, but kept in there once again. That's Merriman. Merriman going to spin, going to cross it over there for Naparowski. Intercepted by Champ, but Naparowski keeps it in. Naparowski going to step up, throws it right on, and Laney, nice save there. And here comes Hoisington. Hoisington just going to get it out. He will. No icing, that was touched. So taken there down low by Danny Naparowski in his own end, watching by Stevens. Naparowski retreats and now gives it over to number 20, that's Merriman. And here they come again. Over the line, Wyatt Miller. Wyatt Miller, dangerous right on, and that one just missed. Now Hoisington trying to get it out, can't do it. Tipped score! Taken there by Merriman, just threw it harmlessly to the cage, but I believe it was 17. Wyatt Miller got a stick on it, went 5-hole on Blake Laney, so 1-0 Jesuit Knights here, 9:13 to go, period 2. So kind of a, I guess, unlucky one, if you will. It's just, I mean, they say in hockey, just it's never a bad thing just to throw it on net, and that's exactly what Merriman did. And I believe it was Wyatt Miller just got a tip on that, went 5-hole on Laney. So how we respond here is going to be important here, and I know the coaching staff is looking at that right now. And here come Mcquaid over the line. That's number 14, Mayer. Mayer right on, and Laney looking behind him. They score. Not the response we were looking for from the team in white, and that one is probably one that Blake Laney wants back. And I don't know if we got any replays on that, but it looked like it was number 14, Mayer, just got over the line and again just threw it on net, and I think it handcuffed Blake Laney. Got under his arm and it just kind of rolled in on him. So 2-0, and something good needs to come out of the B&D bench right now. And Coach Staley going to take a timeout, and very, very smart one at this stage of the game without question. Just going to settle his troops down. So 2 quick ones here at a 0-0 contest for quite some time now. 2-0 Mcquaid. And Coach Staley just going to settle down his troops and seeing if they can just regroup here. Obviously, the next one is big. I can't remember, is it 2-0 is the worst lead in hockey or 3? Eric would probably know on that, but in any event, it is 2-0, the road team here. Mcquaid in their Boston Bruin-esque black uniforms. BND in their home whites. Kind of Vancouver Canucks, maybe Hartford Whalers, a smidgen, if you will. 9:06 to go here, period 2. BND just taking a timeout, so if you just joined us, kind of a chess match early on. Teams feeling each other out. BND has had 3 power play opportunities thus far in this one, but really the special teams on the power play haven't been strong, if you will, this afternoon. Give Mcquaid a lot of credit on their PK. They've been strong and actually had a lot of offensive looks on the PK. But now with a 2-0 lead, I like the timeout here by Coach Staley and looking for some response here, looking for someone to step up here right now. And coming to left wing here, going to defense, another 8th grader, Jack McCarthy, in the game right now. So a lot of the youngsters getting some looks here today, and they're going to be tested because here comes Mcquaid again over the line. That's Roger. Roger going to circle again. Very dangerous, looking for a screen. Roger now going to chip it down low. Taken there by Fusilli. Fusilli now on the wall. Watched there by Scheidt. Going to give it to Miller. Comes back to Roger. Roger going to cross it for Whalen, and that one got through, and I think deflected there by Laney. Now Patrick goes to the wall here, and he's run into by number 27, Naparowski. That's Matthew. Danny and Matthew both on the team. Oh, nice move by Roger right there. He made 2-man miss. Roger over the line. Roger going to jam, and right on Laney. Seeing a lot of rubber right now, and doesn't like all the traffic in front of his net. Kind of gave a slash. I think he meant to give it to Miller, but he hit his own man there. But you can definitely see the body language on Laney. Not too impressed with all the black jerseys around the blue paint right now. So let's see if B&D can kind of clean that up a bit. Face off in their zone, 8:23 to go, 2-0 Mcquaid. Taken there, but kept in there by Mcquaid. They'll throw it back down low. Now Stevens going to rub his man out, and here comes Staley off the boards here, looking for Motika. Jonah Motika gains center and controlled there. Oh, and Cage Champ just kind of laid into his man. That was number 24, Mayer, but he's okay. And now comes back into the Mcquaid zone with Nico Zissis, watched by Stevens. Zissis can't get it out. That one hit a leg. Stevens looking to intercept, but intercepted there by Motika. And comes back out over the line. Now Jonah Motika going to send it back for Buchholz. Maggio Buchholz gets it to center. That missed everybody and controlled there by Mayer. Mayer watched by Motika, and Stevens going to get it out. Here's Connor Edgecombe, gains line, 2-on-2. Edgecombe over the B&D blue line. Edgecombe going to walk it, and Staley with a nice defensive play, but taken there by Mayer again. That one throws wide of the cage. Now Champ in his own end going to retreat down low. Champ watched there by Caden Kuhn. Champ makes him miss. Now Motika, a little give and go. Looking for Motika to Champ, and that one goes right to the goaltender, Galea. He'll hold on. First puck he's really had to handle in a while in this one with 7:16 to go, period 2. A lot of time left in this one. B&D down 2-0. We were scoreless after the first. And now face-off will come out to the left of the goaltender, Ethan Galea, which, according to my records, his first start of the year. Now over the line, got to be careful here. That's number 10, Bernard. Nice play by Joe Barnes coming back there. Nice interception there, and Joe Barnes now with speed looking to get it out, but kept in there, can't do it. Mayer going to throw it down low. Taken there by number 20, Merriman. Makes one man miss. Oh, pad saving a beauty by Laney. Kept in again, Merriman. Going to throw it down low for Mayer. Mayer for Tomatsoulis. And taken there once again by Merriman. Merriman for Mayer. Mayer gains the line. Mayer going to duck the shoulder. Mayer going to throw it in front. And that one comes out over the line of safety. And once again, Mcquaid putting on some pressure here right now. Merriman in his own zone, watched by Dominic Veely. Going to get it out over the line, chipped out over the line by Batoni. But Maggio Buchholz takes over in his own end. Going to cross it for Luke Staley. The Duke. Eric Trifthauser and I call him, that is. Now that's Merriman again, watched by his man, D'Alba. But skated out over the line. Merriman into the BND zone. Going to throw it to the cage. Got to be careful. That one went off of Staley. And Laney going to hang on here with 6:01, period 2. Face-off will remain in the BND zone. So I think BND really would like to establish a little zone time. They haven't had a lot in this game. They've certainly had some looks in the scoring areas, but you haven't seen a lot of possession, cycling, zone time, get a shot to the net and try to get the rebound. Mcquaid's been doing a good job of protecting the house, if you will, and sent back down into the zone, the Mcquaid zone, that's Whalen. Whalen now looking for his man, that's Starr. That one intercepted there, but taken again, once again, by Miller. Miller watched by D'Alba. D'Alba. Now Whalen couldn't get away, and here comes D'Alba over the line. D'Alba going to throw that one right to the cage, and Galea going to blocker that one aside. Drew Beachel down low watching his man, Naparowski. Now taken there by Starr. Good stick there by Evan Patrick. Good stick. Oh, and Starr just got it out over the line. Now Beachel trying to get it deep. And Mcquaid once again in their own end. Number 22, Whalen, gets it out over the line for Starr, and Pujols going to say hello to Starr. And now D'Alba going to come back in, and that one gets out over the line. Now Staley goes into a little puck battle with Miller. Miller watching Staley. Staley getting a little rub out there, and Mcquaid going to intercept that one. Little stop and start down low, looking for right out in front. Laney save, rebound, and Mcquaid buzzing around that blue paint again. And I got to tell you, I think Wyatt Miller just took a very undisciplined penalty after the whistle. Not smart on that point. And I haven't really talked about I guess they got them both. I take it back. So Staley and Miller, that started with a puck battle down low. And each of them giving each other the business there. So we'll still skate 5-a-side, I believe, with the coincidental minors, if you will. So on the draw here, Mcquaid gains possession. Now Champ trying to get it out, can't do it. Now Champ going to go to the wall. He'll just chip it out to safety there, and taken there by Facili. Facili going to give it to his man Duckworth. Duckworth watched down low by Champ. Now Grice going to step in and try to put on the heat down low. Watched by Facili. Champ circles, off the bar. Just throwing it to the cage. That one went off the pipe. Now taken there by number 21, Van Hook. And Mcquaid trying to get it to the zone with their number 12, Caden Kuhn. And here we go again. Mcquaid at center. Facili going to throw it right to the goaltender, Laney. Laney going to leave it there for Barnes. Barnes going to try to get it out, can't do it. Facili now on the half wall, gives it to his man. Gave it to his man, Kuhn, but then Kuhn went back to Facili, comes all the way down, no icing. Stevens going there with Facili. Now Stevens watching Duckworth. Stevens looking to come up with the puck. Taken there by Mcquaid. Stevens causing a little havoc there down low, and Van Hook trying to get it out. Gets it on the wall there for Kuhn. B&D trying to keep it in. There's Stevens. Gave it away there to Edgecombe. Now Edgecombe. He's 1-on-2, but Edgecombe gains the B&D line. Edgecombe working on Buchholz. Edgecombe lowering the shoulder down low. Looking, throws it to the cage again, and Laney going to have to hang on there. Connor Edgecombe showing that big physicality, big frame there. Lugging the mail, if you will. The Mcquaid Jesuit Knights, I haven't really talked about their coaching staff yet. Head coach Joe Dugan, assistant coach Steve Batoni, and the director of hockey operations, Mark Hogan. Here are the leading 2-0 on the road. That one intercepted by B&D and thrown down into the Mcquaid zone with Ian Mayer going after it, watched by Scheidt. Mayer now on the wall for Batoni. Batoni there and Roger, but kept in again by B&D. Now Mayer in his own zone. Intercepted there by Motika. No offsides. I couldn't tell if that came out over the line, but in any event, Scheidt now in his own end. Taken there once again by Mayer. Mayer gets it out over the line, run into there by Dominic Veely, and here come the Jesuit Knights again. Amborski gains the B&D line. Watched there by Scheidt. Scheidt, nice back check, and now Mayer trying to keep it in, can't do it. Roger, he's been all over the ice this period, I might add. Now Roger gains the BND line. He's 1-on-4. Roger gonna walk it. Oh my, I can't tell if he shot it wide or Laney, but Roger just skated through 3 BND players. Got a great A look. Kept in there now by Batoni, gonna throw it down low. Watched by his man Amborski. Given the business there by Buchholz, gonna a little rub out there. Now coming down low is Roger again. Roger gonna get it back for Mayer. Mayer back for Roger. Roger now gonna cross it. That's number 6, Batoni. That one hit a leg in front. Rebound, where is it? That one goes wide behind the cage, but not out. Kept in there by number 6, Batoni. Trying to throw it towards the cage. 15 is Zissis down low. Little 3-on-3 puck battle, and Buchholz steps into his man once again. And they're caught up behind the play. Ref's going to try to separate them. Either way you look at it, they're still behind the play. Actually, I think, believe it or not, I think their helmets kind of locked up there. So cooler heads prevail. It looked like something was going to arise out of that. I think their helmets just got kind of caught behind the play. So 1:51 to go. Period 2. 2-0 Mcquaid. And B&D just looking for something, some sort of spark. Something to just get them going either late in this period to get them a little momentum going into period 3. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Blake Laney. And B&D with that final change now. Joe Dugan directing traffic for this face-off in the B&D zone and controlled by Mcquaid. They've been good on face-offs tonight, and that one just missed. Now taken there by number 20, Merriman. Now over the line here. Little shake and bake there. That's number 2, Tomatselis. Where is it? Laney, big save. Still in the blue paint. And Mcquaid been very, very aggressive around the B&D goaltender here in period 2. And 2 goals to show for it in this period as well. So another face-off. They've been good on face-offs today. Now Tomatselis going to take the draw there, controlled by, that was Patrick. Nice win there, and kept in there by number 5. That's Naparowski. Going to throw it to the cage, and Laney going to hang on. Naparowski looking to go 5-hole on a deflection there, and B&D going to make a wholesale change after that. And looks like Mcquaid not going to, well, they might change a couple players here, but face off once again. So B&D looking to weather the storm here right now. Maybe get something going late here in the period, but they got to get it out of their own end first. And Mcquaid, another face-off draw. Going to throw. Oh, that one went off the glove and off the side of the net. 1:20 to go here. Now Staley in his own end. Staley gains the blue line, gains center. Luke Staley over the line. Luke Staley going to throw it down low. Oh, watch there by his man, but nice play by Mayer. And here come the Jesuit Knights, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Mayer over the line. Mayer looking for one man. Now B&D in transition. Luke Staley again. Looking for his man. Now Beachel going to step up over the line. Taken there once again by Tomatselis. Tomatselis going to give it to Bernard. Back for Tomatselis. Tomatselis down low, the B&D cage. 45 seconds to go, period 2. Tomatselis going to center it out in front. Looking again for Bernard. Taken there by B&D. No icing on this one. He deliberately slowed up anyway. Now Merriman in his own zone. Takes a look at the clock. 32 ticks left. Gives it to Naparowski, trying to get it up over the line. And Bernard, watched by his man, comes right back in the zone where Naparowski takes over. Naparowski looking to skate it out of the zone. He will. Little rub out there by the captain, Will Stevens. And taken there once again by Merriman with 12 seconds left. 14. A delayed penalty coming up here to B&D, so not what you're looking for late in this one. And there's Merriman over the line, 4-3. Watched by Beachel. That's going to do it with 0.8 seconds left, but unfortunately you're going to get a hook on B&D, and that is not the way Coach Staley wanted to start period 3 in a close contest here today. So 0.8 seconds left. I don't think there's enough time to do anything here, and Mcquaid will keep the goaltender pulled here, but with 0.8, I just don't think there's enough time for anything to happen here. But any way you look at it, 6 skaters out. Actually, they've got 7 skaters out there right now, so I don't know what they're doing. You can't have 7 And, okay, so finally they're going to get one off there. So it's going to be 6-on-4 for 0.8 seconds here. And I don't know what they're doing here right now, but trying to go right to the cage with it, they will. But that'll do it for period 2. So when we come back, BND with a lot of work to do, trailing here 2-0 after 2. And Mcquaid going to have pretty much a 2-minute power play when we come back in the third. For Steve Pies, I'm Steve Pies. For Spencer White, hope you're enjoying this one on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Stick around. We're going to come back with period 3.
Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
Well, I've been working with Varsity Media for, 14 years. When we have video needs, whether that be a game, whether that be a practice, whether it be social media, it's nice to know that somebody understands what we're looking for without asking for it.
We started working with Varsity Media back in 2021, and since then they've been an absolute game changer, putting our event on the map. Varsity Media couldn't be a better partner, and if you're looking to optimize your event, I couldn't recommend them anymore.
It's been great for us. You know, the kids really get excited when they know that Varsity Media is going to be here. Not just what's happening on the football field, but all the excitement that's around it. It really boosted the environment here, and everybody gets really excited for what's going on.
Varsity Media is reliable, professional, and their quality work is fantastic. It's like watching ESPN. The announcers are unreal, really do a great job of speaking to the coaches to get the knowledge of the players, the season, what's going on with the team. There is nothing better than Varsity Media doing a live broadcast.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, the sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights, but how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now. Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
It's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves.
Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
And welcome back to the David M. McCarthy Memorial Ice Arena, downtown Batavia, New York. We are about to head into period 3 right now with the Mcquaid Jesuit Knights leading the hometown BND United 2-0. They'll also be on a 2-minute power play here to start the third. So Cade Champ in the box. I don't know what the call was at the end of period 1, but want to thank James Patrick. Give me a little stats here. Shots on goal after 2 periods. Mcquaid with 23 and BND United with 6. Yes, you heard me correct. 6. So unofficially 6 shots after 2 periods. Probably not going to get it done at any level. But the good news is this one is still in striking distance, and we need something magic to happen from the home team here, the BND United squad. And the first priority is killing off this penalty. Underway here, period 3 for Silly in behind his own net. Waits for his man, Mayer. Mayer takes it in stride. Now Mayer gains center. There's the step. He makes one man miss. That's Staley, but on the offsides. So that one is going to come out over the blue line. So I think if you're Coach Staley right now, it's he's not afraid to play the youngsters right now, but I feel with this game still absolutely within reach. A lot of time here, only down 2. You're probably going to need the D to start stepping up in the play. Look for his son, Luke Staley, to maybe be a little more offensive-minded. But this goalie has not been tested a ton, Galea that is, and it's his first start of the year. Now Roger for Facili. Facili going to throw it down low for Miller. Miller, nice stick there by Buchholz. Now another nice stick by Staley. He steps into Miller again. Comes back to Roger at the point. Roger going to walk it. Roger waiting, looking. Going to throw it for Facili. Facili back to Roger. Roger, now there's the cross for Edgecombe. Edgecombe going to throw it down and looking for the bumper. Can't find it. There's Miller. Miller now for Facili. And Buchholz, nice body on the wall. And that one sent down the ice by Motika. So 50 seconds here to go in the PK for B&D. 15:45, early third, 2-0 Mcquaid. Over the line, Roger. Long shift for him. Mayer back for Roger. Roger, time and space, and Laney. Glove saving a beauty. Kind of trickled on him after the fact, so kept down low by Mcquaid. Edgecombe. Good stick there by Wider, but kept in by Facili. Facili going to throw it down low. Got to be careful there, and Mayer couldn't get the handle. Now Facili going to throw it for Edgecombe. Edgecombe going to scissor. Going to throw that one down low, finds Miller. Miller makes Barnes miss. Now Barnes, nice rub out on the wall, looking to get a stick there, but taken there once again by Mayer. Mayer on the wall. Facili, Roger, got to hurry here. 5 seconds left in the power play. A nice stick there by Patrick, looking to gain possession. That'll do it for the power play, but still kept down by Mcquaid, right out in front. Coming down low, Edgecombe. Oh, and Laney, I think, steered that one aside, and now Miller. Mcquaid still putting on the heat. That one deflected. And now Mayer going to step up. Watch there by Barnes. Taken there by Patrick, and finally out of the zone. So, all right, there's test number 1. Or the first thing to get done, I should say, is kill that penalty. So 14:32 to go. Skating 5 aside here. Mcquaid still up 2. Back in behind his own net. Miller gets it up on the wing for Naparelski. Naparelski, good step by Stevens. Taken there by number 10. That is Bernard. Bernard in his own end. Bernard going to throw it over there for Danny Naparelski. Back for Bernard. Bernard gains center. Makes Staley miss. Now over the line here. Good step there by Veely. Oh, and that one just went wide of the cage. And now taken there by number 13, Amborski. And that one goes high and out of play down low. So 13:57 to go. Face-off in the B&D zone. 2-0 Mcquaid. So first priority was killing off the penalty, which B&D did. Now we need a little offensive boost from somebody, but you still got to take care of your own end. As B&D or Mcquaid has really been buzzing around the blue paint from the second period on here. Thrown down low. Staley gonna rim it. That one comes out over the line and taken there by Naparowski. Naparowski looking for Bernard. Bernard gonna make, oh, here we go, over the line here. Here's Stevens gonna right on, and Galea Gonna get the blocker on that one. Now Stevens again gonna throw it in front, looking for Champ. Buchholz at the point, gonna keep it in. Throwing it to the cage. Galea save, rebound. Still there. Mcquaid trying to clean it up. Can't find it. Now they do. And they'll skate it out of the zone here. That's Amborski. Gains the BND line. Amborski gonna try to throw it down. Leaping. Buchholz gonna give it to him. And we have an injured player back down, and it's Cade Champ laboring to get up. I did not see what happened there. I know there's no penalty on the play. But Cade Champ, it looks, I can't tell if it's upper body. I can't tell if he took a stick, but he is definitely in a little bit of discomfort here. I did not see what happened on that. Spence, you see what happened on that? No. So trainer going to attend to Cade Champ. And it looks like he's trying to get to his feet. I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him. It appears he's holding his stomach there, so I don't know if he maybe got the wind knocked out of him, or if he took a stick, or could be the midsection. I have no idea, but I guess hope that he's okay. He's certainly on two knees, and he looks like he's about to get up, and he will, and that's a good sign there. So Cade Champ gonna slowly go to the bench here, and if you were looking for a push, I mean, he's certainly one of the offensive threats on this B&D team that could probably help that push, but it looks like he'll be out here for at least a few shifts here. He's on the bench, which is good news. He's not going to the room, but he's definitely keeled over on the bench, and trainer trying to figure it out. Coach Staley going to come by and figure it out as well, too. So we'll continue to monitor that one, but face off in the B&D zone controlled by B&D, and Edgecombe and physical down low. Staley now comes up with it looking for the stretch, but Staley going to skate it out. There's the stretch. He's got a man. That's D'Alba. D'Alba over the line, going to throw it right to the cage, and Galea going to hang on. No traffic in front there, so 13:06 to go. I think at some point in the third, you probably have nothing to lose at this stage by getting the D up in the play, trying to be a little more offensive, but face off now in the Mcquaid zone. Motika on the draw with Van Hook, controlled by Mcquaid. That's Kuhn. It's out over the line now. D'Alba looking to gain possession, can't do it, and controlled there by Duckworth. Duckworth going to throw it down for Kuhn. And now Hoisington with a wall. Edgecombe going to throw that one wide, and taken there once again by Van Hook. Van Hook throws it down low. Was looking for Kuhn. That missed him. Now Edgecombe going to go to the wall there, and Wider going to skate that out. And controlled there by Mcquaid again. They'll gain the line. Edgecombe makes one, steps into Barnes. Barnes looking for the hit, but Edgecombe, and that one goes wide of the cage. Stepped up there by Duckworth now. Duckworth going to leave it for Edgecombe again. Edgecombe going to walk it to the middle, looking to get a shot off. That was a great stick there by Motika. Now Barnes going to throw his body down low there, battling there with Whalen. And stepping up in the play from his D zone is Duckworth going to keep it in. Duckworth going right to the cage. Laney, pad save, and now D'Alba just going to ice it. And B&D just really struggling to kind of dictate play here at this stage of the game, if you will. Or sometimes just going to try to ice it to get it out. And I don't see, looking for Cade Champ to see if he's back out on the ice. And I do not see him at the moment. But Scheidt on the draw here against Miller, and now Staley looking for the set play for Grice, but that missed everybody. First man back here, number 24, Tim Mayer. Oh, and Mayer just ran into Grice, and he's going to get the gate for that. And wow. Oh, my. Didn't play the puck whatsoever. And good to see Grice just get right up. He's a tough kid. But Mayer just had him lined up from the get-go, had no stick on puck whatsoever. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a double minor here. Just deliberate. And I'll tell you what, love to see B&D get a power play goal here and make them pay. This could be 4 minutes. Ref's talking it out. And it's going to be interesting to see what they put up here. And this could be exactly what B&D looking for. So you got interference they're going to call. Still no numbers up on, and no, just 2 minutes. All right, so 2-minute penalty here. Big one. PP, got to have it on this one. Staley on the draw in the Mcquaid zone against Miller. Like to see a little possession on this power play, a little traffic in front, and be aggressive. You're down 2, you need one here. And Champ back out on the ice, too, so that's good to see. Now controlled here. Here we go on the point. Veely going to get it up top, and kind of a tough play for Stevens there to get it up at the top of the key there, but here we go again. Staley looking for the entry, going to find it. Luke Staley over the line. Staley going to go down low. Staley now going to get it back to the point. Staley back for Stevens, going to cross it. Good look for Veely, going to throw it. Oh my! Couldn't tell if that one hit the pipe. Stevens going to rip it. Oh, that one might score! Here we go. Making them pay on the power play. BND signs of life, 11:13 to go, plenty of time. Maggio Pujols, opportunistic. That one came off the wall, I believe, and good to see the senior captain bury that one. So much better power play. BND, gives that bench signs of life right here, and Mcquaid gonna have to regroup here. But 2-1, 11:13 to go, and much needed special teams, little magic there. So good to see Pujols, senior captain, bury that one. And here we go. 2-1 Mcquaid, they'll gain the line. Over the line there, Mayer. Mayer gonna lower the shoulder. Mayer gonna go right to the cage. Laney gonna steer that one aside. Now wider, watched by his man Bernard. Thrown back down low, that's number 2. Tammet Sellis. Gonna throw it right out in front for Mary, fanned on it. Now Veely gonna turn and burn in his own end. Veely gains center. Veely now trying to get it deep, intercepted by Mayer, and Grice finally throws it down low. Taken there by Duckworth. Duckworth, little 2-on-1 puck battle now. BND coming up, being aggressive in the zone, like it. BND looking to gain possession, can't do it now. Mayer makes Grice miss, and Mayer, a little shake and bake. He'll get to center. Mayer over the line. Veely lost his stick. Now Mayer, a little rub out there by Barnes. And taken here by Duckworth. He'll throw it back down low. Tomatzelis behind the BND cage, looking to stop and start. Throws it out in front. And now Grice trying to clean it up, but Mcquaid gains possession again. That's Bernard. Bernard going to throw it down for Duckworth. Duckworth going to throw that one wide of the cage. Now Miller trying to throw it out in front. That one hit a leg. Now Scheit in his own zone, trying to get it out. Can't do it. Controlled there by number 2. Tomatzelis trying to get it through the cage. Tomatzelis on the backhand. Now Miller down low in the B&D, below the goal line. He runs into Barnes. Barnes and Miller battling for the puck, and Miller still with the puck. Joe Barnes coming up with that one and gets it out. He'll go to the bench for a change. B&D making a wholesale change with the forwards. Now Duckworth over the line, and Duckworth stepped into by the captain, Stevens. Over the line here, now Champ. Champ looking for Stevens, but can't find him. Now Stevens with possession. He'll run into his man, that's number 11, Reed Starr. Reed Starr gets it to center. Gets it upward on the line there for Bernard. Bernard going to throw it into the B&D zone. He'll go to the bench for a change. First man there is Starr. Starr going to throw it down low for Miller. Miller now going to throw it right out in front, and that one goes wide. Taken there by number 5, Naparowski. Naparowski gets it back to number 11, Starr. Starr going to throw it to the cage. That one hit a stick. And now behind the net is Roger with Staley. Roger comes up with it. Roger going to shake and bake, but that one, yes, he will keep it in. Keeps it in over the line, but intercepted by Champ. Champ, that one hit a stick, and Roger again over the line, makes Champ miss. Roger over the line, going to pass it for Miller. And Miller looking to throw it down low. They're going to keep it in. Yes, they will. Number 22, Whalen. Here we go again. Roger, good stick by Staley. Staley looking to get it out. He will, but that one hits the rafters. And faceoff going to remain in the B&D zone. 8:33 to go. 2-1 if you just joined us. 2-0 Mcquaid for, it was scoreless after period 1. And then 2-0 Mcquaid after period 2. B&D had to kill off a penalty to start period 3. Got a power play of their own, and Maggio Pujols buried one to make it 2-1. Laney's been tested here. It was 23-6 for the shots on goal after 2. Not sure in the update, but here we go again. Grice with speed over the line. Grice going to jam, looking for Veely. Now Grice and Veely down low, watched by number 15, Zissis. Mcquaid looking to gain possession. Evan Patrick throwing his nose in down low. Someone lost a stick there. I believe it was Zissis. Or no, I don't know who it was. Could have been Zissis. Now Evan Patrick trying to keep it in. Here we go, trying to get it to the blue paint. Patrick going to throw that one down low. And got a penalty coming up here again. I think the Mcquaid for a hold. And BND going to get another look here. Going to be holding, I think. Who's going to get the gate here? What number? I think it's number 6, John Batoni. So opportunity knocks here once again for the team in white, the home team, BND United. Trailing 2:01, 8:03 to go, period 3. Staley on the draw here. And going to win that one back to Dominic Veely. Dominic Veely going to be patient at the line. Going to throw it back down low, but got his pocket picked. Over the line is Mayer. Mayer got a man, Roger, and Mayer. That one went high and wide. I think it got deflected by Laney, so very fortuitous bounce, if you will, for B&D. That could have been big trouble. So face off in the B&D zone, 7:51, period 3, 149 in the power play. For B&D, that is. Trying to sort out the face off here. Interesting to see Luke Staley taking draws on the power play. Oh, he won't on this one, but he's been doing that a good portion of today, being the big defenseman that he is. And that one, a little errant drop there with the puck, so they'll redo it. Huge power play here for B&D United. Next one big. So Mayer now going to take the draw against Staley. Mayer looking to sort out some equipment here. And Joe Dugan, the Mcquaid coach, wants an explanation on something. I don't know what the explanation would be, unless he thought now Coach Staley going to, well, we're underway. Facili going to throw it down low. Stevens fights off a check, and now Staley going to take control there. Watched by Mayer. Mayer doing the dirty work down low, and Staley going to step into him. Mayer and Staley getting up after the play, and here comes B&D with the captain, Will Stevens. Will Stevens gains the line. Now Stevens going to lower the shoulder, going to get it back to the point. That's Veely again in his skates. Got to be careful again. Nice play over the wall. Stevens going to throw it right to the cage, and that one, I don't think Galea saw it. It hit his blocker late. Again, B&D to the cage. That one goes high and out of play after the deflection there. So 7:14 to go, and B&D trying to put on a little heat here. 1:12 left in the penalty, and Mcquaid making changes. B&D making a couple substitutes. So face off to the left of the goaltender, Ethan Galea. Preston Veely on the draw with Wyatt Miller. Face-off's important at this stage of the game, getting possession, especially on the special teams. And referee still trying to explain something to the Mcquaid coaching staff. I don't know what they would have been questioning, but in any event, ready to go here. Veely on the draw. And controlled there by B&D. Champ down low. Champ now going to get it back to the point to Will Stevens. Stevens waiting, looking. That one hit a leg, goes high in the rafters and out of play. So again, 7:04 to go. Period 3. Faceoff will remain in the Mcquaid zone. Tight-knit hockey game here today if you've just joined us. Little chess match at first, but now it's really all about a bounce. And B&D looking to capitalize here on, I think this might be their 5th power play of the day. And Mcquaid's had 1. That's a great shot block there by number 15. It's just, where is it? Oh, they score! Tied up, and Will Stevens, the captain. Spencer, we got any replays on that one? Another power play goal, and just when you thought there were no signs of life, the two senior captains, Maggio Buchholz and Will Stevens, have just knotted this one. Special teams, such a key role here. It looked like a kind of a routine shot. I couldn't tell if Galea was screened. But we are back underway here. And now Mayer over the line, trying to get that one to the cage, and a good stick there by Staley. So the captain, Will Stevens, ties it up here. Now Buchholz in his own end looking for the stretch. Gonna find a man. Motika over the line. Motika on the backhand. Oh, nice defensive play there, but now Grice down low. Grice trying to put it out to the blue paint, looking for Scheidt. Grice gonna lug the mail there, watched by Naparowski. Now Mayer comes in. Now Motika gains possession, gonna throw it back down low. Nice play for Grice. Grice gonna throw it to the cage. Naparowski gonna steer that one aside. And now taken there down low, Bernard. Now Naparowski gonna throw it down low for Merriman. 6:12 to go. We are knotted at 2. Over the line here, Naparowski, errant pass. That one comes out over the line, but gloved down by Mayer. Egan Mayer gains the BND line, makes one man miss. Mayer over the line. Mayer gonna walk it in the cage. Oh my, that one hit a leg, and Laney goes down on his back. Play is halted. And Blake Laney, he just went literally flat on his back. Good to see he's okay. It looked like Egan Mayer over the line, and Mcquaid with another grade A look. I think it deflected. Refs talking something out here. I don't know if they're going to call a penalty, but it looks like face-off will remain in the B&D zone. Not sure what happened on that play, but close call. Either way you look at it, good to see Laney's okay getting up. He literally went flat on his back, lost his stick too in the process. And it looks like, again, the Mcquaid coaching staff looking for a lot of explanations here in period 3, but knotted at 2, 5:53 to go in regulation. Will Stevens on the draw. Get B&D trying to gain possession. Can't do it. Mcquaid going to throw it back down low. Miller watched by Barnes. Joe Barnes. Good body on his man and taken on the wall by Champ. Champ with speed. Champ over the line. Champ gains the line. Champ in the slot. Going to rip it. Just went wide. Follows his own rebound. Tried to bank it. And Galea going to hang on. And that's that speed that Cade Champ gives you. Eric Trifthauser calls him the Champ track. And that's where he becomes very dangerous. If you give him time and space and get him going north with a head of steam, there's usually a good scoring opportunity that follows up there. And he almost fouled his own shot and banked it in off the wall there. So face off over the line. Stevens goes forward with it. Stevens going to gain possession. Now Champ going to throw it over to Barnes. Barnes on the half wall. Barnes steps up from his defensive position here. Good stick there by Miller. And now Mcquaid looking to break it out there with number 11, Starr. He'll get it out over the line. Here's Roger. Roger's 1-on-3. Roger makes one man miss, and Laney coming up big down low. Roger's been really good today. He's got good hands. He's got good speed, and he's had a lot of scoring looks here today for the Jesuit Knights. So every face-off critical at this stage of the game. Possession a big part now. 5:13 to go. Period 3, knotted at 2. On the draw here, Egan Mayer with Luke Staley, and Staley, good face-off win there. I take it back, that was Stevens. Staley with the rim around and kept in there by Mcquaid. They'll gain possession in the neutral zone. Taken there and thrown back in by Bernard. Over the line is Edgecombe. Edgecombe looking to go backhand, glove down there. And here come B&D United once again, and oh my Lord, Scheidt just got run into by Mayer. This game getting physical now. And here's Edgecombe over the line. Edgecombe makes one man miss. He got tripped up, no call. Lucky on that one. Now Beachel trying to get it out over the line and taken by Fusilli. Fusilli over for Bernard. Now Beachel going to get it out. He will. Beachel over the line. He's 1-on-4. He'll get it deep, and he'll go back to the B&D bench for a change. Beachel, a ninth grader, and B&D over the line here. Drew Beachel in ninth. All right, here we go. Fusilli down low. 4:10 to go, period 3. Edgecombe kept in there by Barnes. Barnes going to throw it down low. Champ and Stevens on the wall. Wider at the point. Taken there by number 4, Duckworth. Edgecombe. Edgecombe He's got Bernard with him. Edgecombe over the line. Connor Edgecombe going to lower the shoulder. Edgecombe goes to the wall with Wider. Wider trying to rub him out, but Edgecombe still has possession. Connor Edgecombe circling, waiting, going to throw it out in front. Got to be careful, and Mayer couldn't get a grip on that one. Taken there by Merriman. Merriman and Barnes go down. Now Merriman over the line, and Laney going to hang on the backhand there. 3:34 to go. In regulation, knotted at 2. And just when you thought there wasn't much of a pulse on the BND bench, they get right back into it with 2 power play goals scored by the 2 senior captains, Maggio Bullholtz and Will Stevens. Laney's been coming up big here late in this one as well. Motika on the draw in his own zone, going to win that one. Nice, but Mcquaid looking to gain possession, but a nice play by Scheidt. Scheidt watched by his man Kuhn. Comes back to the point. That's number 20, Merriman. Throws that one down low. Goes into the corner there, and a big physical play there by number 13, Emborski on his man. Taken there by Merriman. Going to get it over the line there. Now Emborski going to go to the wall with Hoisington. Hoisington now kept in there by Mcquaid. That's number 6, Batoni. Going to throw it down low. Going to come right out in front. Now taken by Scheidt. Scheidt in his own end looking to get it out. He will. Get it out over the line. Hoisington now. Going to throw that one down deep. Goes wide of the cage. Taken there by Batoni. Batoni watched by Motika. Now taken there by number 20, Merriman. And here come the Jesuit Knights again. Batoni gains center. There's the cross. Over there for Merriman. Merriman with a shot. That one went wide. Taken there by number 12, Kuhn. Kuhn intercepted there. 2:36 to go. This is what you call crunch time. Buchholz, little flip outside the zone, but can't get it out. Kept in there by number 15, Zissis. And thrown back. I guess it did come out over the line as number 12, Caden Kuhn, threw that one down low. So face off. Now coming outside the B&D zone. We got 2:26 to go. Face off just outside the B&D zone. Controlled there by Mcquaid. Taken there by number 5, Naporowski. Gives it to number 4, Duckworth. And here we go, Miller over the line. Miller. Good shot block there by Buchholz. Now Rogers. Rogers trying to twirl Buchholz with a nice play, but stepped in by Duckworth. Going to throw it down low, and that one gets out of the zone barely. Yes, it does. Taken there by Starr. Going to give, intercepted there. Gave it away by Naporowski, and here's Champ going to lower the shoulder. Champ looking for reinforcements. Nice shot block there by, pass block, I should say, by Duckworth. And then Duckworth steps into Champ, and they're behind the play, still jawing at each other. And now Veely trying to come up with it, and controlled there by the Jesuit Knights. Danny Naporowski going to throw it down low. 1:43 to go, period 3. Rogers and Buchholz go to the wall. Staley trying to get it out. Can't do it. Kept in by Naporowski. Naporowski looking for Rogers. We're going to try to throw it out front there. That was Starr. And now B&D with Staley going to flip it. Looking for a man. That's Veely. And hung on to there by Galea with 1:23. So face-off now in the Mcquaid zone with 1:23. And you have to wonder what the thought process is on the coaching staff. Where is it more advantageous for one of these teams to get to overtime, or you want to try to win it in regulation? But this is where you want to, if you got nothing, you want to go high glass and out of your zone. You definitely don't want to get cute at this stage of the game. Vasily, B&D trying to keep it in there. Watch there by Mayer. Mayer, Grice, Vasily, and Patrick. And Mayer going to come out with it. There's the stretch for Tomatsoulis. Tomatsoulis over the line. Tomatsoulis trying to gain the line. Nice defensive play by Wider. Now Vasily down low. Looking for Edgecombe. Edgecombe very dangerous here. Edgecombe going to throw it right out in front in the blue paint. Comes right over the line. 1 minute left to go here. Now Mayer controlling. For Tomatsoulis, back for Mayer. There's the entry. Mayer over the line. Nice play by Wider. Now Grice trying to get it out, but nice play by Tomatsoulis, but it comes all the way back down into the Mcquaid zone, and icing going to be the call with 41.2 seconds left in regulation time. Knotted here at 2. Face off to the left of the birthday boy, the goaltender Blake Laney, celebrating his 17th year. Big face-off here. Stevens on the draw with Miller. And Mcquaid trying to make a late change. Refs won't let him do it. And I guess it was the icing, so I guess I don't know what they're doing right now. But in any event, here we go. We are underway. Trying to go forward with it is Miller in the blue paint now and trying to get it out. Can't do it. Kept in by Vasily. Better be careful here. Vasily down low for Rogers. Rogers trying to get it out front. There it is. Oh, and Miller had a good look at it, and that one sent down the ice again. So Mcquaid putting on the heat late here in the B&D zone, and B&D very content just to, if that puck is in a vulnerable place, just get it out. Face-off's very important again. We're going to go Miller and Stevens once again. And comes back. Vasily going to cross it for his man Mayer. Mayer going to throw it to the cage. Oh, my! That one looked like it grazed off the post after Laney got a piece. Can't get it out. Putting on the heat. Rogers. He's got 10 seconds. Rogers to the point. Vasily going to walk it. Where is it? Oh, Laney, big save. Rebound, 4 seconds. Oh, they score! Oh, no! Mayer with 2.9 seconds left. Kind of a weird bounce. And the Mcquaid faithful who made the trip up on their feet, and wow. 2.9 seconds left. Not really sure what happened there. Not really sure if we have a replay. Oh, we do have a replay. You'll get the replay after the final face-off here. I'll take a look at it and try to call, but just deflating to see something like that happen so late, especially after the comeback. Kind of flukish, if you will. Let's see if we can get a look here. I don't know what happened. It looked like Laney was under duress. And our producer, Spencer White, going to pull up a replay here. He's all over the board here. So there's the shot. It comes off and from the goal line. Oh, wow. That was Mayer. Looked like it was from the goal line after the shot from Vasily. Once again, he just throws it to the cage. It must have gone off a foot. Spence, did that go off of one of our guys' feet? It could have gone off. It's hard to tell from that angle, but obviously, that's the right play. Just throw it at the net. But it definitely went off a skate, it appears. Whose skate it went off of, I have no idea. But that is a difficult loss here today for B&D United, who I know have been really in a tough spot here for the past few weeks. Still trying to figure out an identity and still trying to maybe get that locker room a little more cohesive. But you got to love the fact how they battled back being down 2 in the third period. And it's great to see the senior leadership there, Will Stevens and Maggio Buchholz, tying this game and then having a good opportunity to win it late. Mcquaid also played a pesky road game, if you will. They were all over the blue paint. And just a very, I guess, fortunate bounce for Mcquaid, but a very unfortunate bounce for B&D at the end of that one. I think everybody here in this building was mentally preparing for overtime. So really tough loss. So as you can see, I'm solo today up here in the booth with Spencer White. We'll wrap it up here for you. I think he might be showing some replays for you, but very entertaining hockey game here today. Unfortunately, my color guy, Eric Trifthauser, could not be here with me today, and we just had a fan go down in the stands. I hope she's okay. She does appear to be okay. She okay? All right, awesome. In any event, Mcquaid getting it done here on the road today. Literally a goal by, I think it was Mayer, who I think will get credit for it, with 2.9 seconds left in regulation. It was 0-0 after one. It was 2-0 Mcquaid after 2, and they were out shooting us 23-6 after 2, I might add. But they were very, very aggressive in the blue paint. BND comes back, the 2 senior captains on the power play, starting with Stevens, and then Buchholz made it 2-2. Then it really became a chess match late. Face-offs were big. Every little detail of the game, if you will, was big. And at the end, just kind of a fluky one. It happens. That's why you play the game till the buzzer. And I'm sure that locker room is going to be tough to talk that one out. But in any event, we really hope you enjoyed this here today. A very entertaining hockey game here. Mcquaid Jesuit Knights, the final 3. Your BND home, United 2. Normally we go into a longer post game, but at the end of this one, I don't have my color guy here with me today. But a very enjoyable game here this afternoon. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a makeup game where Varsity Media will be here at the David M. McCarthy Memorial Arena. I believe it's Tuesday night against Geneva. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's our next broadcast coming at you. For Spencer White, our producer, I'm Steve Pies. We hope you enjoyed this one today. We'll see you next time.